What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. We have a special guest today on James Bolognese.
Hello.
CrossFit Level 2 coach, works for HQ, does all the programming, right, for the games?
I'm on the accounting team.
Okay. That's awesome. And how long have you been a member at Blue House?
Since you guys moved here. I dropped in the first day, the grand opening for this place.
Wow.
So, what is that, 3 years almost? 4?
Wow.
3 years, something like that.
How much have you improved since you've...
Not much. Honestly, I've gotten worse. The programming. No, I've gotten better. Yes, I've improved.
Wow. Well, we're here today. Here, cheers, by the way.
Cheers.
Cheers. Today we're reviewing a competition that we just did over the weekend.
Yes.
We did pretty good. We'll get into that later, but why don't you just share what competition we did?
The recovery throwdown, which was at, it was in Wilsonville. Was it CrossFit Wilsonville, the location?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
CrossFit Wilsonville. I think it's the second year they're doing it. We did it last year, and we came back this year. Just overall feeling, I think they've improved from last year.
Yeah, I think it was a lot better competition than last year. So this was cool. I think it was their second year. We had a good time.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I would say just like overall, like we have a lot of good things to say.
Yeah.
We'll also try to give some practical feedback. Let's start with the workouts. So why don't you start with workout 1, share what it was, and we'll share how we felt about it.
Yeah, one thing, they announced the workouts there. So I think they gave some hints, but I couldn't figure anything out with those hints. So we didn't know what the workouts were until we got there. And they announced workouts 1, 2, and 3, 1 being a 2-parter when we got there during the athlete briefing. So that's just to start like the layout.
Well, let's talk about that really quickly.
Yeah.
How do we feel about not knowing any of the workouts until right before?
It's mixed. Like, it's nice not to worry about things, but also you want to prepare. So I think like knowing, I think they release movements that to expect and like, weights to expect. But I like having a general idea of what the workout is. And I think coming from HQ's point of view, they're doing more of that, letting people know so that athletes can be prepped and not be completely surprised. But on that note, there wasn't anything like hitting a tire with a hammer that we had to be ready for. So there wasn't crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I will say I appreciate that it wasn't really complex, so we weren't caught off guard.
Yeah.
But I do think the future of the sport of fitness, we have to tell people what the workouts are beforehand. They have to be able to prep. If you notice, like that is the trend, and where a lot of the things in the past that have not gone well for these type of competitions is when you don't know. Even if you don't tell us exactly what it is, like kind of tell us what we're about to do.
I think people like High Rocks because they know what it is every single time.
Exactly.
They can prep for it. They can improve on that. It's like running a 5K or something. It's easier. I do like the unknown and the unknowable. It is fun.
Yes.
And you get to test things that maybe you aren't good at, which is awesome.
I think what's fun about the unknown and unknowable, and this is just my take on it, is maybe do it for one thing. Don't do it for everything.
Like a local comp, 4 workouts, one thing can be
unknown.
Yeah, I like that.
And because that is a thing we're testing. But in general, if you let people prepare, they're going to express better fitness. And that's why we're there, to see what people are capable of, not to leave and go, wow, that workout was so cool. It destroyed everybody.
Yeah.
Like we want to see what you're made of.
Exactly.
Right? Okay, so talk about workout 1.
Workout 1 was a version of DT. And this is the only one I kind of knew what we were doing because the title was DT-ish. So we were like, all right, it's got to be DT something. DT normally is 5 rounds with a 155 barbell. You're doing 12 deadlifts, 9 hang power cleans, and 6 shoulder to overheads. This one was 3 rounds for the first partner at 135 of that format, and then 3 rounds for the second partner at 155. So it was that with a 7-minute time cap, followed by 8 minutes to do a heavy complex of 3 deadlifts, 2 hang cleans, 1 shoulder to overhead, and you can't let go of the bar. I thought the first part we split. I did the lighter weight, Anton did the heavier weight, and we moved really quick, and we came in second for that. We lost by like 3 seconds. There was like a little faux pas with the judging where Anton, I guess, missed the clean, but the judge didn't tell him until he did 3 shoulder to overhead.
It doesn't matter!
So there was time lost there. That kind of was probably the difference between us winning it and losing it.
It doesn't matter!
Yes.
I don't know. What did you think about the first part?
Yeah, I actually think the first workout was great.
Yeah.
Meaning it, I like that both partners had to do it. It's kind of a fun wrinkle that one part was heavier, so there's a little strategy there.
Yep.
It went right into a lift, which was actually challenging because lifting heavy after that grip
It's tough.
That was a very grippy workout. DT's grippy.
Yes.
And that was really challenging for me. It was, I would say, the most exposed I felt all weekend, which is always good to kind of see. I think this is a great start to the weekend.
Yeah.
Like it's a great test. It's heavy. So we had the heavy piece that was tested. And then we also had like something fast that was weightlifting oriented. It challenged your grip. It also is like paying homage to like an old school workout, which is always kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a really solid first workout. It also was not too complicated.
Yeah. Everyone's done DT, I think, if you've been doing CrossFit for a while. So you know what to expect. You know what the stimulus is going to be like, and it played on that. I like doing a heavy lift just as a heavy lift because I feel like the weights are like you go heavier when you're just lifting. But this is also fun when you're not. Like I feel like if we just did a lift, we would have crushed it. Like your grip would have been much better.
Yeah. Dude, I was definitely feeling it from that workout, which is cool. They challenged your ability to lift under fatigue. I do think it's important to lift not under fatigue so we can actually express like full strength.
Yes.
So that's the way that they decided to do it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the worst thing.
Nah. They did give Anton credit for the heavier lift, which is bullshit because
let's talk about that for a second. On Competition Corner, I definitely got credit for the heavier lift, which I'm taking to the bank.
Can your producer bring that up like next to me? You can see it. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We'll put that up. That was pretty funny. So I will say this too. We had lots of time in between workouts. So I know Maddie and I just reviewed the fastest CrossFit competition on planet Earth, and not in a good way. If you haven't seen that, go watch it. This was like well spread out.
It was good.
I feel like we had an hour in between every workout.
Hour and a half tops between.
Yeah, it was good.
They moved. They were good. Timing was like pretty on point.
Yep. No floater.
No.
Which was really nice. Thank you for not doing a floater.
I'm not a fan of floaters.
But I will say we went into workout 2, which was 21:15.9. It was front squats at 155 and then synchro burpee box jump over. So first thought here, I like the simplicity of the workout.
Same.
We did another workout with the same weight as the first workout.
That's ridiculous.
That I didn't really understand. It wasn't a bad workout. It just wasn't different enough from the first one. So when I think about when you only have a test set of 4 workouts, they have to be different.
Yeah.
This was wouldn't you say it was just too similar?
I would have changed the front squat to something else maybe.
Personally for me, we just did like cleans and deadlifts. I do appreciate that it was a squat.
Best things you could do to elicit a response is the squat. And yes, you hear it from the athletes after the first event.
Like I said, I was in a hole after event 1.
Oh, all of those squats and combined with the running and combined with the burpee box jump overs, I couldn't even move.
Now you're in the sunken place.
So that was nice, but it was still like this, it was a clean. And it was the same moderate load.
Yeah.
Similar rep range almost. So I would have changed that. I don't have any issue with the synchro box jump over. I thought it was fine.
No, I think it's good.
But here's a way that I think you can see that it's very similar is that we were about the same amount of time behind the team that beat us on the first workout.
It was very close.
It was just all very similar. So I would say that like if I ranked workouts over the weekend, this is probably the one I'd give the lowest score. Because I think DT is a better test. This is also not a great test because if you looked at the top 4 teams, we all were within like 15 seconds.
It was close.
There's no separation involved. No. So I think if you wanted to do this format, I think what would have been better is a 115.85 thruster.
That would have crushed people.
Better.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, I think 135 would have been even better, but that probably would have been too heavy for people.
Heavier would have been better for us no matter what.
An overhead squat would have been interesting. That would have been different from what we did. And I think it would have exposed more people. The front squat, I didn't see anybody really struggle with it.
Like a single arm kettlebell overhead squat would have been interesting.
Ooh, interesting.
Right?
I wonder if that's in the test. I love it. Okay, so workout 3, or whatever, the last workout before the final.
So that was this was 4 rounds of
24 pull-ups.
24 pull-ups. 24 cows on the bike, and then 100 double unders. And we split this up, and he said he would do all the double unders, and I did 9 pull-ups. I did all the biking, and he did 100 dubs. I think we did okay. I think we would have done a lot better if I took on some of the double unders and we maybe split the cows. We could have gotten those done quicker because that's where people beat.
The fastest teams were the ones that split up the work evenly.
Yes.
You've worked a ton on double unders. We probably could have done that, but I do think this was probably the best strategy for us.
I think it probably was the fastest. I could have done 40 of them and just made it more, like I would have more of a push on the bike. The bike I was able to hold what I wanted for most of it. which was around 78 to 81, 82. But the last round I was like toast. So it was, that's where I felt it. Meanwhile, like the team that beat us, the one dude was doing the bike and he's hitting 100 for his
RPMs.
Yeah, so he's getting like most of the cows done in like 20 seconds.
Perennial games athlete. Shout out to Jace. This was a good workout because the leaderboard got very mixed up on this one.
Yes.
So this is why you knew it was well programmed, because all of a sudden we had teams that were in 8th get 2nd.
Yeah.
We ended up getting 4th, but it actually pushed us up on the leaderboard into second place.
The team that was ahead of us in 2nd, I think, got 9th.
Wow.
Yeah, so it really shifted everything. We wound up in 2nd, and then because now this is like the major improvement from last year. Last year was a winner-take-all final, and we had so many points last year that no one could catch us if it wasn't a winner-take-all final. So we didn't know that until they announced the final. Then they announced it's winner-take-all, and then
we got third.
We got third, so we got finished third overall.
Even though we shouldn't have lost. That sucked.
It was very disheartening.
Matthew, thank you for changing that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
So going into the final, the top 3 teams were set for RX Male. So we knew what we were going to get. It is what it is, but it was
more
better.
fun that way.
Yes.
Because then you count all the workouts.
You count all the work you do during the previous workouts.
All
I
right.
like that. Yes.
Let's talk really quickly about the Vibes judging facility. Anything you'd say there?
It was good. I thought the vibes were great.
I would say the vibes at this comp were 10x better than the one we went to in Seattle. It's just like everybody was like a lot nicer. And it was a little bit more just like...
I mean, I wasn't in Seattle.
Fun. Maybe everybody was just stressed out that they had to work out every 10 minutes in Seattle.
Quick turnaround sucks.
This was just nice. I would say overall the judging was good. We had 3 judges. I would say 1 was not good. 2 were great. And shout out to Lyman. Best freaking judge I know of. I'm really excited that he's going to get compensated for his judging at our
I took my L2 with him, and I completely forgot.
Facility for CrossFit Wilsonville is a cool facility. Like it's big.
Nice. Yeah.
It's not very clean. Well, let's finish with just a little bit on the organization of the whole event. How do we?
You didn't
feel
tell
like?
him the final workout.
Oh well, the final workout, like you said, it was already set.
It was set.
The final workout was fun though. It was not hard skill though. So I would just say like we didn't do anything that hard.
There wasn't anything.
High skill.
Right. No
or
sort
like
of muscle ups or anything.
No. Last workout was wall balls, shuttle runs, dumbbell snatches that were a little heavier, and then handstand push-ups. There's only 25 though.
Yeah.
But I will say it was fun. The last workout, why I think it's not the worst. I think the burpee box jump over workout is because it's so similar to the first. This was kind of fun because it was a racing style workout.
And I will say also,
it was fun.
We were set. The 3 teams were set, so no one had to push for this. But everyone pushed, and that was really good.
How are you not going to push? You put CrossFitters in the same room, like we're going to race.
It was a blast. But the funny thing too, the other divisions were a lot closer. So like places were up for grabs in those divisions. So they had to push. It was fun. I wish there was a handstand walk. No one does handstand walks in local comps, which is fine. You don't want people to get hurt. Or a snatch. Anyway. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, it was fun though. I think the event overall was organized well.
It was good.
I don't have much to say there. I think it was smooth. We did like have this big break before the final workout.
People cooled down.
Yeah, but that was it. I think overall it ran smoothly.
Yep.
It was fun. I liked the way it was set up. I just think Matthew and the team had good energy, good vibes. It wasn't like overly serious. Let's just finish. How did we do? Where did we end up?
Yes, we wound up in second place. And I will say we were consistently, I guess our lowest was 4th place in one workout, right? But we were consistently in the top 4 for every workout. It was good. Second place. And I left feeling like I did a lot of work, and I was very happy.
But hey, well done. Honestly, it was a lot of fun. I'm really excited to see Matthew and his partner throw down at our competition coming up on August 9th.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're throwing, as you know, an event soon here.
You are?
Yeah.
Tell me more about it.
You're competing. Well, people already know. But the bottom line is we want to raise the professionalism of local competitions. And we also we want to build a competition that the more elite athletes want to come compete at. That means we got to pay them. And it also means we got to pay judges.
Oh, wow.
Anything else that you would like to say? This is the chance. You got the mic. I feel like people need to know.
I think, if you're an individual athlete and you're making money from competitions, you need a good accountant because you might be reporting your income in a way that isn't beneficial to your lifestyle or anything. So just make sure you file your taxes on time.
Okay. Good work, James.
Thank you.
We're so lucky to have you here. You're one of the greatest just contributors to this community. And, you make this space real special.
I just try to be positive. That's it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bring the positivity.
All right.
Let's go.
Peace out, Blue House.